Tonight, an ABC 7 I-Team exclusive, a medical doctor criminally accused of sexually assaulting a former patient. His state medical license suspended. So why did the state refer new patients to him?
Investigative reporter Chuck Gowdy joining us tonight to tell us how such a thing could happen. Chuck.
Kathy, imagine you are a woman on Medicaid and the state refers you to a doctor who you find out is an accused sex offender, deemed an immediate public danger. It happened to a woman who was on her way to an appointment with Dr. Mark G. Lewis, even though his license to practice had been suspended for allegedly having sex with several patients.
I was in the car on my way there. That's how close I was going to see this doctor.
Ann Metrik is stunned tonight that Mark Lewis was the doctor the state of Illinois directed her to for a checkup months after his license was suspended. It was August when the 33-year-old Geneva resident was excited to have finally been accepted into Medicaid, the government health program. This letter from the state listed Dr. Lewis as her primary care physician. His medical practice was near her home. She says she called the office and made an appointment to see him the next day. Metrik says there was no mention of a suspended license.
Bring everything and we can't wait to see you tomorrow.
It wasn't until she Googled to double-check his address that she saw the news stories, the horrifying criminal charges alleging sexual assault, and the other troubling allegations from the agency that oversees the licensing of doctors.
Chills immediately, and I just called up and canceled my appointment. I thought there's no way the state could send this to me, especially being a female. Knowing his charges and knowing he's suspended, I was very shaken up.
Of course you're going to assume that. The state has told me this is a doctor we've chosen for you.
Chosen, but perhaps not vetted. In Dr. Lewis's case, the state licensing investigation reveals more than just one allegation. According to the state record, a patient admitted to having a sexual relationship with Lewis while he was still her physician. Also, in another incident reported to the Aurora Police Department, Dr. Lewis allegedly sent inappropriate text messages of a sexual nature to another patient. No criminal charges in that incident have been filed against Lewis. Hey, Dr. Lewis, Chuck Gowdy for ABC. Dr. Lewis, I'd like to talk to you about your Medicaid setup. The doctor himself did not respond to our questions at this West Suburban medical office where his name is carved in stone. But outside the office, Lewis's barking dog connects the dots to the last time they were both in the news. May 2012, the Pomeranian named Tank apparently slipped off Lewis's boat and into the Chicago River.
Tank had entrusted his safety with me and I had failed him.
At that time, Dr. Lewis was all over TV talking about his pooch wearing a doggy life vest. Tank was found wandering a few days later.
Yesterday morning we woke up to a nightmare.
Now, after 2 years, Dr. Lewis stands accused of nightmarish behavior, and state officials are unwilling to answer why he remained on their preferred doctors list until contacted by the I-Team. State Medicaid regulators canceled a scheduled interview with us, citing the agency's own investigation of Dr. Lewis. But in an email, they say, this situation is unacceptable, and while it is currently under investigation, we have taken steps to prevent it from ever happening again. This was an isolated incident, and although this individual was prohibited by law from practicing medicine, we have strengthened our policies to increase safeguards and protect those we serve.
I just want a quality doctor that's going to take care of me properly.
Ann Metrik says she called Medicaid twice to report she'd been referred to a suspended doctor. She says both times representatives blew her off. She was probably talking to an outside contractor hired by the state to handle Medicaid enrollment. Tonight, Illinois healthcare officials say they have directed that contractor to start reporting patient safety issues to the state. License checks are now being increased, and Mark Lewis has been removed from the Medicaid list. Too late for that one woman.
Sure is. Thanks, Chuck.
Thanks.